happened started to spread. Some said that it looked like she was running away from someone and trying to get the elevator to close, while others said it looked like something paranormal was going on. Overall, everyone kind of agreed that whatever was happening was very unsettling, and some said that it looked like she was having a psychotic episode. It was at this point that the seriousness of her mental health issues were released by her parents. It came to light just how badly she struggled with her bipolar disorder. Elisa never had any suicidal thoughts or attempts to end her own life, but she was known to randomly stop taking her medication at times, and during those times she would suffer from some pretty bad hallucinations that someone was following her, and she would often hide underneath her bed. At one point in the past, she was even hospitalized for this, so once this came out, the last video footage of her seemed more like she was going through some sort of psychotic episode of some sort, although some people still believe that the footage was somehow tampered with. Fast forward almost 3 weeks later. Around this time, multiple guests of the hotel started complaining about their water being black and having a sour, unusual taste. Some were complaining about low water pressure, so on February 19th, 2013, one of the hotel's maintenance workers made his way up to the roof. On the roof sat 4 1,000-gallon water tanks. They were 4 by 8 foot cylinders propped up on concrete blocks, and they had no fixed access to the top, meaning the only way to get up and check the water at the top was to physically bring a ladder over and climb up. These water tanks provided water to not only the hotel's guest rooms, but also to the kitchen and the hotel's coffee shop. So when the maintenance worker got to the top of the first water tank, he noticed that the hatch was already open, and when he looked inside, he saw Elisa's body. She was nude, laying face up in the water. Her clothes were found sunk to the bottom of the tank, coated in what investigators said looked like sand. Her watch and room key were also in the tank, but the only thing never found was Elisa's phone. Authorities found no evidence of trauma, SA, or suicide, and by the decomposition of her body, it appeared that she'd been in the water tank the entire time that she was missing. The toxicology report found small traces of her prescription medication, along with an allergy medicine and ibuprofen in her system. But what's odd is that the level of her medication that was found in her system is lower than what it should have been. This suggests that Elisa was either undertaking her bipolar medicine or had very recently stopped taking it altogether. Since there was no immediate sign of foul play, for example, no cuts or bruises on her body, authorities said that it would have been impossible for someone to have forced her body into the water tank without injuring her. As a result, Elisa's death was inconclusive, and authorities couldn't determine her manner of death. Ultimately, though, Elisa's death was ruled as an accidental drowning, with her bipolar disorder as a significant factor. We still don't technically know how Elisa got into the water tank that day. Like, nothing can really explain it. The doors and stairs to the hotel's roof are kept locked, and only employees have the keys or passwords to access it. If you tried to force the doors open, an alarm would go off. So this leaves the hotel's fire escape, which is near where her scent trailed off. She could have gone out this window onto the fire escape to bypass all of those security measures. Someone